for me, right, as a Christian, I'm submitting to God
Right.
and faith, like that everything will work out. So sometimes my wife may say something that I may disagree with, but at the end of the day, I said, well, okay, let me submit to what she have to say and what she want to do, and let's go. The many times I would not agree. So submission is not just more, especially in the culture we live in today, in the society we live in. It's a both. Both
So
people have
maybe
to submit.
submission is not so much of one way, highway.
No,
But submission is saying, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice something.
There you go. Commitment.
Also, submission means I respect your opinion.
Correct.
But even though yes, I respect your opinion, it doesn't mean yours is gonna go. Let's all, like he did. He explained why he
but the
wants.
reason
They come up with an agreement to move forward.
So the reason I
But
say
they don't do that all the time.
but the reason why I say
African men in Africa submit to me. Even
Yeah,
if
but
I say,
here-
let's move. I don't care if your family's here. I don't care if your children's here. Let's just move.
okay,
And that's also with in every situation there's the good, there's the good and the bad. And that's what with us Africans, let's say you cannot be. I'm just gonna give a simple analysis, okay? You cannot have cohesion and production together. What does that mean? You cannot want to party all day without having any consequence. Or you cannot work all day without having any consequence. It has to balance. Balance. What us African we need is balance.
Well, here comes now the discussion.
That's where the conclusion
to
becomes.
where both parties needs to
Balance.
sit down
Yeah.
and do like an ice breaking of clear presentation to explanation, reason why. Give me as brief details, and which is I speak on a men's side. We are actually do got an ego in us. Women, bless God, I'm the man of the house. Listen to me. But here's a problem though.
Especially if they're a man of God.
That is a red flag. And now here comes, that woman might listen to you right there and gives you that particular dignity of submission. But we have to understand now it's something in her mind has some kind of created some kind of an image about you now. So she might ride along on passenger seat of the car. And you might be feeling all bit, all right. But in her a fire burning.
So no,
because you have shown her many of times this cannot be trusted.
So this is what we actually has to do, me and her, knowing that I'm coming from a different background, West African, Sierra Leone, and she's a white American, born and raised in Florida, move all over the place down south. I'm going to hear that now. They shoot me for the ask question. I'm just kidding. That's my human. But here's the thing. I'm so thankful that, and this is an advice for all men that are seeking to get in a serious relationship. I think the diversity of major conflict comes in a relationship when two people somehow assuming that they know each other, but they really don't know each other real life, mentally, they don't know each other real life, spiritually, emotionally, and personality, characteristic in a sense, which is as what about if the woman, say things to that man that I'm thinking something else, and then boom, I blow up. There comes a conflict. So me or her, take the time. I suggested it actually. As it wasn't like I was coming in a relationship with no clue or academic knowledge of relationship termination. No, I do got a lot of experience in that. But I recommend that personally. This is advice for all men. There's many tools of books out there. It doesn't even have to be a books. The books that me or her actually went through is Know Your Spouse. It doesn't even has to do that. You don't even need that material. But 101, tell me about who you are. And, she explained, I give my submission, listen to her, explain exactly, why I'm taking note. In the future, I'm not going to remember everything because I don't want to bring a stumbling block to what she already tells me, that you stay away from here or you stay away from this particular picture or this discussion, then my feeling won't hurt. You see, I think that's very important. And I'm thankful that me and her take that time to understand each other. You see, and me and her coming from a different background, white American and West African. We had huge differences.
Of course.
Cultural differences.
Yeah, but she didn't think you were romantic at first too.
Well, yeah, in a sense, yeah. whole of definitions, and we were thinking completely different. We're not talking about a woman's point of view of thinking.
Yeah.
We're thinking cultural difference. You're talking about swimming with a shark and the whales, man.
Yeah.
But I take the desire. I take the initiative, because what drives me? Her value.
Yeah.
I say, you know what? She's the one of my life, the one that God brought. So forget about my own feeling. It's not about me. I want to know her. She tell me about herself, and I explain to her cultural difference, and here we are today.
Of course.
So I
And
think
I really
that's just
like-
an advice, you know.
Right.
I don't know.
And to conclude here,
I don't know.
you brought a really good point, and you also, all of you guys brought a great point. And I think some of the points that we can all take away from here is, I like the word balance. And I think that's one of the things that we don't have in our African culture.
Mm-hmm.
We think man is the head, but we forget that woman is the neck, can turn the head.
Right.
So it's important that the head and the neck communicate that, hey, if I'm turning left, are you okay that I'm turning left?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But also understanding that marriage, men, not just men, both partner understand each other, get to know each other,
Right.
each other's needs. Marriage does evolve. And also what I like, what Light said earlier is that, it just came out of my head, it left my head.
Let it go.
No,
Let it go.
Let it go.
I don't know what it was, but it was a good point.
Yeah.
But anyways, before we conclude here, anybody else, it will come back to my mind. Anybody else feel there's something that we didn't say that you want to say last? Or an advice or whatever?
I personally, my last opinion is regarding on African men, and if they understand that women needs, like I think it is, like we said, it boils down to how our society was structured, like the government. In most of our government, the power is centralized around the president. He decides this, he decides that. There's no check balance, and that's the same thing goes to the home and the relationship. So due to the fact that they seen when the government will struggle to come into power, they once they take the power, they want to enjoy everything out of it. How dare you to question my authority? How dare you to do that? And most of the time, not because you the head of the house, meaning that everything you said is right or everything you do is right. Someday you got to take self responsibility, reflect, and if you're wrong, you apologize, admit it, and that's how growth come about. Right. So it's all about check and balance, and that's with individual checking yourself and balancing it out, being accountable and responsible for decisions you make.
I'll let you guys close before I'll do the closing.
Okay.
So whenever you got.
You go first.
No, you go ahead, because I'm
For me personally, I mean, it's just reflect on the foundation that I just lay out, more as get to know each other partner first, because all of us come into a relationship. Let's just say, for an example, we get hired in this job. We all know brief description to what this particular facility is going to be offering, or what we're going to be positioned, we're going to be playing, whether it's to be a line assistant or supervisor or vice president, whatever, but we don't really know all what it takes. We haven't so much of dedication yet. We haven't sacrificed yet, to get to really know. So by all means, now that I am in this position, let's just apply this to relationship. It's more like, I already know everything about it. I already know everything about this vice person, this guy or this lady, that's a wrong mentality. I want to give you a brief description that I like cassava leaf, but and then from there on, but you didn't really. I say basically in conclusion for me, it's like, I think get to know each other more, be specific to, be honesty, and I'm thankful that my wife, she was able to open up to me. She tell me flat out, she despises the factors of prejudice, and she's advising me hundreds of times not to move to Tennessee or Georgia, and I know why. First, but here, I give heed to that, so in a conclusion from my side, I say both sides of value opinions in a sense, and I say once you get to know each other, life is not gonna be all gravy, but I think unification is the key here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I remembered what I wanted to say that Light brought was to think. He said, if a woman likes a dress, she's gonna have it by Friday.
Oh.
And I think is so important. As he said, balance. Also, understanding your partner and think ahead. This is the most important time. Once you understand each other and you balance, when you wake up in the morning, what does my wife need today? You think ahead of time. What does my husband need today that before even he does it, what can I do today to help? If you think ahead for your partner, they don't even have to ask you for anything.
Okay.
Nope.
There you go. That's a great foundation.
Right? If you see trash, don't wait. Just, my wife want that trash out. You pick. It's so crucial. It's so important. That's the most. What does my partner need tomorrow, the next day, the next day? And as somebody said, when you take care of me 100%, and I take care of you 100%, nobody need anything.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
So for me, what I advise everybody, again, guys, just ask your wife what she needs. And then once she tells you what she needs, evolve with her. Because what we need today may not be what we need tomorrow. And you guys think like, oh, you told me I need this today. Why you don't want it tomorrow?
That's
Again,
what I'm about to say. I'm about to say. So you saying I should be? Are you saying that I should be subject to constant change, evolve
Every
okay.
day.
Think ahead.
It's a partnership, man.
So wait.
Think ahead.
Thinking ahead mean like, okay, yeah, you tell me this today, but I shouldn't really hold it down deep to say.
Okay, it's like this. You can have wisdom, but when to apply wisdom is important.
Yes, that's good.
Me telling you what I need is wisdom.
Okay.
When to apply it,
That's the important
it's
part.
you.
Yeah.
Have to
Okay.
figure it out.
Yeah.
That's you studying me, going with my emotion. If I'm angry, pissed off right now, you have to understand what do I need to do when she's pissed off.
Go,
I'm not the same
go
woman.
get that chocolate. I'm telling you.
When I am
Women
sad,
don't like chocolate
what
these
do I
days,
need?
though.
Right?
Yeah,
I can change up and down, and you have to be ready, like a military guy. You
Hey.
can't just
I'm telling you. The
Something
way
you
I you gotta study that thing.
So we gotta be
move
vigilant.
as we move.
Vigilant. Vigilantes.
That's
husband.
all.
But that's a submission.
And I believe in you guys as African men. I believe you guys, even though we are your backbone, but I honestly believe if African men understand us, the Africa will move forward. And I also say, guys, African and black men, protect us
Definitely.
from society.
I
From
totally
everything.
agree with that one.
We're so hurt, and we're raising hurtful kids. It's a mess. When you guys are against us, we feel the whole world is against us. People are already racist. But when we have you guys and we love, we can do so much. So please care for us. Please.
Thank you.
All right. So for mine, in conclusion, I appreciate you guys coming through. We had a great discussion. I would like to leave this with African parents and African and the youth and
yourself as a man.
and coming from the single man.
Yes.
So I feel like from what I hear, like from the married couples, one of the things is I think once they get married, they forget to date. So it's like you forget to date because now you're like, oh, I sealed the deal. So now you don't have to do the things that you used to do to keep her around, right? Because you used to take her out on a date and all that. So try to have a date night, just keep that relationship fresh. That's like the only thing I'll say, like, because even like vice versa, like, when I'm dating somebody and then now we dating, I still have a date night. So that way it's like, oh yeah, I know you're mine, but yet I still gotta appreciate you, show you out and whatever, once in a while, because it's the same thing with relationship, with marriage. If you don't do that, now it's like it depends. Your wife is gonna be like, yo man, I'm always working, we always this with that, and then you might do vacation, but she doesn't feel like she's being shown out or she's being appreciated, vice versa, so that's why you have to have that as a woman, open mind. When you guys asking you to say, let me take you out, let's try new things, it's not him trying to get you out of your comfort zone. He's just trying to say, yo man, I want to show you guys my wife, I want to be, I'm like, all that,
I
yeah.
will accept this advice when you marry, and then we'll talk about that. Because these guys are in this situation for a reason.
Yeah.
Things change.
Oh, okay. So
Things get
No,
different.
no. But overall, I like his his suggestion and advice because most of the time us as especially African men, no, we things like dating, going out, like we tend to be very motivated when it's on the like trying to get the female.
Yep.
You know, we would go through hell and back to just to get her, but once we get her, like okay, yeah. I already got her now, so
it is
case
done.
closed. So, but and it kind of take the honeymoon stage out. Yep. But we have the goal is to keep the honeymoon, keep the honeymoon stage going.
Yep.
Right.
So I like that, and I really appreciate that.
I do appreciate the light because anniversary in my own condition, in my relationship with my wife, anniversary a few times.
That's the so that's what I'm telling you.
Like me yesterday, a guy was asking me I was at the barber shop. He was like, "Oh, where your wife working?" I even help construct and do some construction work there. In there, I said, "I don't know the address."
But here's the thing: it's the little things that you say in life. We go back to the dating. It's the little things that matter. Because now, even in the house, even in our house, me and her, not so much of intimidation. Excuse my, what you call it. It's just more like she feel more isolation. It's not so because I'm so busy. I got millions of things going on in the house there. Office full of so many programs. That's not what she's, by all means, offended about. It's just that she don't feel, she don't experience the guy that I came out first before. I was wondering if she want me to go put that nice suit that I had.
That's what I'm saying. No, because the thing is like
I heard they said the same effort you put in to get her,
keep that.
You have to keep it to keep her.
Yeah, keep the same energy.
And I think it's going back to
otherwise
that African analogy.
That's that's why I'm saying that to you guys, to African. I wasn't saying it to because
so like you have a target.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I think it goes back. Sometimes they shouldn't allow in the delivery room.
My husband will be there. He will see it all.
All right, so yeah, like.
Hey, sorry guys, I'm just playing the devil advocate here. Don't be like, oh boy.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay though.
It's the painful truth. So at the end of the day, we just giving the characteristic of most African men. That's not me individually.
You guys are telling us to accept you through it all. Men even sometimes become paralyzed. We see it and we still do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's the point?
And also, I think these people have these standards of comparing African men as a whole to like the
view
the view in a negative perspective. Oh, you're acting like a typical African man. That narrative needs to change because
statistically, most 97 something,
well, I like
90 or 80 something black women in America are single. Most of our men in jail.
Yeah.
Most
that's a different story for another day.
We have to look at statistically, guys.
Yeah, no, that's
Africa,
a different.
Most women are single mom, or either the husband left the family, left and married somebody else. Most of Sudanese men in America go back and marry second wife, while their kids here are suffering. It's not that we're just saying, these are statistics. Black people are under attack spiritually and physically.
No, that is topic.
So when we're saying, we're not just saying, we're saying facts.
No, but everything is brought to a psychological issue where
how you as a man receive it though. That's what the problem.
Yes,
receive. For me, it's more like an advice, and it's like FYI, red flag. I will take that as a consideration because you know why.
But you're saying it like, let's defend myself.
No. I'm not
defending. No, it's not defending.
I'm not defending myself. So, this is the painful truth. We gotta face the elephant in the room. At the end of the day, we gotta put they all on the table. Then you can come and say, "Hey."
Typical African men wants to be the leader, even if they're wrong.
No. That's not.
That's you generalizing. You generalizing it.
That's what we're talking about. The check and balance.
Let me say this: Africa to African men is different than the Africa to African women.
It's the same thing could be said. Yeah, the same thing could be said. No, okay, hold on. Hold on. She can. We can.
I mean, there's more to be said.
Yeah.
Oh, at the end of the day,
You
but
guys open a topic,
but-
and if I
but-
get in, then that's it.
guys,
Conclusion,
at the
please.
end of the day, what we gotta say is, overall, with the whole continent of Africa, right now, I believe and I firmly believe with all the challenges and all the data that we have, all we have to do is make a decision to move forward. That's all.
Yeah.
And which is balance, cooperation, make decision for ourselves, accept, change, and move forward. And take responsibility. We have a land, the biggest in the world.
Yeah,
The second largest continent in the world.
And that's a
the
different-
most resourceful continent in the world.
That's a different
The
topic.
more resilient
You
people in
open
the
a
world.
different topic there,
Come
man.
on, man.
All right, guys. To conclude it, happy birthday. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to that painful truth, and you guys, like I said, thank you guys again.
All right.
Yep.
Woman next. Thank you.
All right.
Woman is gonna be crazy.